Well, just before the start of this final race, there was high drama. The very short price favorite Headline News at odds of 8-5 reared up just before being loaded and threw off, well, didn't throw off, but Nobel Abrego, who is of course a very competent horseman, slid off the horse. We thought for a while that he might have been hurt, but he wasn't, and the horse took off and did an entire lap of the track. And now it is not usual for a horse that has done that to go back into a race, but John O'Brien, the trainer, and the other connections, and clearly the veterinarians who were on duty, felt that this horse was fit enough and well enough and had not hurt himself. And so, to everybody's amazement, I think this horse was put back into the race, and Nobel Abrego proceeded to just demonstrate why the decision was the correct one. Now for the final race on Neil and Massey Day. This one is sponsored by Illuminat, and it is an event over 1,750 meters for horses rated 55 to 40. Let's go for the call of the final race on the day's card.
Ready? Racing. And a good start for Headline News as well as Nature's Reality. Nature's Reality goes on now to take over the running from Headline News in second, the favourite. Then comes Consider It Done in third. Honor Roll is next in fourth as they move around the first corner, making their way to the 1,400 metres. And Headline News is the one now takes up the running. That's the favourite. Headline News leads from Nature's Reality. Consider It Done tracking in third. Then a length and a half back to Honor Roll. A big gap of 5 lengths, maybe 6 back to Convoy Racing and Company with Sweetie Jam. Then This Is It. After This Is It is Edmundo. And following Edmundo through on the outside, that's Oasis. Sam Selection is also prominent. Believe It or Not has just about 2 beat, they being Red Howler and Nandi. That's the feel as they race up the backstretch, moving past the 1,000 meter marker, and the favorite Headline News leads by a length. In second spot is Nature's Reality. This one is under a ride to keep up. Then 5 lengths back to the third horse. That's On a Roll, and they're getting pretty strung out here as Headline News takes them to the 700 meter marker and leads by 5 lengths. That's Headline News. In second spot is Nature's Reality. On a Roll is back in third. Then comes Sam Selection. After Sam Selection, Believe It or Not is starting to find his best ride. And after that one is Sweetie Jam. Out of the far turn they come. And Headline News is coasting on the lead here. Leads by 7 lengths. In second spot now is On a Roll. Nature's Reality has hoisted that white flag. Then comes Believe It or Not on the far side. Red Howler is starting to find his best ride, but he still has a mountain to climb as Headline News turns into the home stretch and leads by 10 lengths. In second spot is On a Roll. Red Howler is running on into third spot now. Headline News absolutely put this race to bed from the off, and after breaking away from the starting gate, he comes here to take the last race and takes it by a wide margin. Red Howler second, Sweetie Jan stayed on for third.
Well, this is just the stuff for storybooks, because you really, I think those of us who love horses would have had a little reservation, I have to say before, but you really have to trust the people who handle these horses. They know their charges, and John O'Brien clearly knew that this horse had hardly exerted himself in just galloping around the track without a rider on his back, and he put it back in the race. And I think it was to everybody's relief that this horse demonstrated that the free run, or the lap of honor as I called it before the race, did not affect him at all. He went on to win it by 6 1/4 lengths. This horse, Headline News. Nobel Abrego really just doing the steering. I think he gave him a little bit of a breather very smartly on the backstretch, and just took off again with him. Red Howler second, Sweetie Jan third, and On a Roll finished in fourth place. On a Roll, another case of the horses ridden by Emil Ramsamy appearing to be a little short of work. There's Mr. and Mrs. Ruth Van Smith doing the lead-in of their horse Headline News. And they must be very proud and of course relieved that this horse has acquitted himself so very well. For Nobel Abrego, this could be a little bit of a dilemma, because there is the consideration on the circuit by people involved in horse racing that he may be riding Princess Shan in the Derby, but this horse has acquitted himself so well that Abrego may now have the dilemma of choosing which one to ride, assuming of course that Headline News is put in the Derby. But this was a very convincing performance indeed. And clearly the trip is not going to be a problem for Headline News, which is a 3-year-old colt by Silver Train out of I Got a Spell on You by Grand Slam, bred by Ruth Van Smith.